first question is the most important. How do you feel about the nickname Mountain Mamba?
I messed with it. I like it a lot. That was really clever. Whoever came up with that, I think it kind of represents really well. That's cool.
Do you have other favorites that you've heard?
I haven't heard many other ones. That's the main one, but no, I like it. That's cool. That's cool.
Did you ever have any nicknames growing up or anything? Or?
Not really. It was
Trent?
it was always Trent. My name's kind of short, so it's hard to add play on words and stuff like that. But I like the Mountain Mamba. That's cool.
How do you feel like you've grown, especially when guys were out with injuries and you were kind of having to step in and people were playing a little out of position? How do you feel like you've taken a step forward over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I feel like it's been really good, and I think that's the beauty of our team. We have so many guys that can do different things, and our coaching staff gives every single one of us a ton of confidence. So, yeah, it's been really fun to be on the court. Glad all of our guys are getting back healthy again and getting at full strength, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Did it take a little bit for you to be able to learn that you have the green light and that if you even have a quarter inch of space that you need to shoot? Because I'm sure that's kind of what Pope is telling you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coach Pope, he's the best to play for. I mean, everybody just gets the most confidence instilled in them, and that makes it fun. I mean, it's super free-flowing, and the coaches from all on the sideline are just preaching us to shoot it if we get space. So that's a fun way to play.
How has Andrew been able to help you?
Yeah, he's been able to help me a lot. I mean, he's been through it. He's played so many college basketball games compared to my few that I've played in college. So, I mean, having guys like him that's been through it, and, I mean, we have a full roster of guys that's been through it. So being able to be around those guys, it's really helpful.
You played a pretty significant role in that last Tennessee game. Do you kind of remember the three you had and the layup kind of on that broken play? Do you remember what was happening in that moment and kind of just what your reactions were?
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to do whatever I could to help the team win. I mean, thankfully the three went in. That was a little deep. Maybe if it didn't, that might have been bad. But, nah, I mean, it felt good when it left my hands and it went in. Just doing whatever I can to help the team win.
Being a Kentucky kid, what does that border battle, that rivalry mean to you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, growing up watching it, that was one of the games I always had circled on my schedule. Being close to the Tennessee border, there's some go across Tennessee, there's Tennessee fans, so we always had that little rivalry. But no, it was really cool. It's a real moment for sure.
This is your first repeat opponent of the season. Does it help at all having that old film, or do you kind of not pay too much attention to it and focus on the now as opposed to what happened a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I mean, it helps a little bit. I mean, we've already been through their scout once, and then we get to dissect our game against them and get to get pointers and stuff like that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another game. We got to come play our game, do what we do, and we'll be fine.
Obviously, the way that the roster shapes up for you guys is different now compared to then. You guys got some guys back from injury. But what do you remember from that first Tennessee game in terms of things you guys did well that you need to repeat again on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to do us. I mean, I think that's what it is. Get a lot of threes up, play fast, and play together. Now we'll have Lamont, AC back, so that'll be good. That'll definitely help us. And then we just got to do us and get a win in front of our home crowd.
You probably had some times in high school where maybe you took a loss and you get another chance at a team. How would you expect Tennessee's going to be coming in here, trying to get that win, that payback?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're going to be ready to play just like anybody else would. That's why we have to just approach the game with like killer mentality and be ready to go. I mean, a SEC game's huge for us. We need another win.
From your perspective, just how much does having Lamont back impact both ends of the floor for you all?
Yeah, it impacts us a lot. I mean, he's one of the best defenders in the country, best defender in the SEC, and then just being able to have his leadership. I mean, he's such a big piece to us, whether he's scoring or not. He's just a leader on the floor, kind of like a coach on the floor, and he just brings us all together.
You mentioned some of those leadership qualities. Are there any specific things that, in your short time here that you've observed that Lamont brings to the team on the floor in practice that really helps you guys go?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely haven't figured it out yet. I just want to be a defender like him. I mean, whenever he's guarding you, you might as well just give it up because he'd probably take your ball.
What does that do to the other guys in other positions? Like, obviously, it probably helps his backcourt teammate, but for guys who are playing at center or, at the 3 at the 4, what does having a tenacious on-ball defender like him do to just the way you guys operate as a defense?
Yeah, I mean, whenever he's guarding the ball, I mean, the rim protection, you don't really even need it because, I mean, he can guard one-on-one with anybody. He's really one of the best defenders I've seen. He's just super athletic. His is smart. I mean, he's a super smart defender. He just knows what routes to take, and I just think that we all just try to take pieces from him and just try to be a defender like him, and we'll be in good shape.
What type of matchup problems does it create when you got a guy like Amari handling the ball? You've got BG like stepping back and hitting threes. How tough is that if you're like an opposing team?
Yeah, I mean, our two centers are great. I don't even know how you game plan for them. I mean, Amari's a 7-foot point guard, one of the best passers, and BG's throwing down dunks on people and hitting threes, stepping out on the floor. I mean, they're two great players, and I think they have a good contrast in their game, and it just makes us special.
You were committed to South Carolina before or long ago. Going into the game against them, do you have any extra emotions about them? Maybe wanting to play a little bit harder against them, or is that just kind of old history at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to do whatever I can, game in and game out, no matter who we're playing. I just try to do me and do whatever I can to help the team win.
Obviously, you played really well at the end of that South Carolina game, and then that whole Tennessee game really coming off the bench. How are you kind of feeling? Freshman year, more than halfway done. How are you feeling about your game physically, mentally right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've grown a tremendous amount, especially since I stepped on campus. And I think one of the main things is how Coach Pope instills confidence in me. I mean, we just get them up, we shoot them, and live with the result. And especially playing with guys that are so old, I just get to sit around in the locker room, pick their brain, just try to take tips and advice from them, and try to create the player I am now.
Not a lot of minutes have been given to freshmen so far this season. What do you think you've been doing recently that has made Coach Pope be like, okay, I can trust Trent, this young guy, to go out there and make plays?
I mean, I just try to play as hard as I can and do whatever I can. Just try to hustle, just get loose balls and stuff like that. But I mean, whatever the coaching staff asks, that's what I try to do.
Is there anything specifically with your on-court game that you really think you've improved upon since you got to campus?
Yeah, I would just say the speed of the game. I mean, coming from high school basketball, it's completely different. Playing the SEC, you're playing against like top-of-the-line athletes, top-of-the-line players. So just being around it, you just kind of adapt to it, and I just think that's the biggest thing.
What do you think was the biggest change defensively Saturday compared to recent games before that?
Yeah, I mean, we just had to take it personal. That's what Coach has been preaching to us. I mean, it's you or him. You just got to keep the ball in front of you, and you just got to buckle down and get stops. And I think Saturday we flipped the switch, bought in as a team, and we did that.
Mom was saying he thought Kobe really kind of set the tone with that on Saturday. What was he doing to energize the rest of you guys?
Yeah, Kobe was awesome Saturday, and he was awesome in practice leading up to it. I mean, he's really had an emphasis on defense, and he was just super active. I mean, we were watching clips. He was making 6-7 efforts in a play, finishing it with a stop and a rebound, and then running out and a transition three. So whenever you can put together efforts like that, I mean, Kobe can guard anyone in the country.
Will you all do anything? Tennessee, obviously, they went like 11 for 45 on threes last time or something. You all play them. Do you have any plans to maybe defend them differently? Have you talked about how you might go about three-point defense, or is it just kind of going to be a similar game plan? Or?
Yeah, it should be somewhat similar. I mean, whatever Coach Pope cooks up in the scouting report, I mean, he does a great job, and 11 for 45 threes, I think we'll take that, and I just got to finish it with the rebound. They're a great offensive rebounding team, so that's been a big emphasis this week.
You spoke a little bit ago about having both Andrew and Lamont back now, just having kind of a full roster of guys. I know Kerr's still sidelined, but as healthy as you've been in a while, how much of a lift has that given the team and maybe helped what you guys can do both not only in games but in practice sessions as well?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, especially having AC and Lamont, they just bring kind of like off the court too. I mean, it just kind of helps everybody just walking around day to day know that we have them with us game in and game out. So having them back, it's a huge lift.
How's the shoulder feeling after playing Saturday?
It's feeling all right. I'm ready to go for this game tomorrow, but it's feeling all right, yeah.
Did it feel as good coming out of the game, or did it feel as good Sunday as it did Saturday morning?
No, it did not. It was a little sore, but it's still feeling good enough for me to play.
Okay. Obviously, I know you were already hurt for the couple games before you set out, but the three sitting out, how difficult was that? I know you're not a guy who has a lot of injury history on your record.
No, it was tough. Definitely was tough. I mean, I wanted to be out there with the guys, competing out there with them, especially on the roads, because you know how tough it gets on the road. So, but I was excited with how they battled. How hard they played. Everybody had a next up mentality. Guys came off the bench and were really ready to play, especially Trent, Travis, Colin. Like they did a really good job. So, I'm just trying to make an impact since I. I'm able to, and last game I was able to. So now I'm just trying to, stay healthy and stay on the winning side now.
Yeah, what was the thought process going into Saturday? Like, why Saturday specifically, instead of waiting until tomorrow night or waiting until this coming Saturday at Texas? What was different about that one?
No, I just was feeling good. The past couple weeks I just wasn't really feeling ready to go out there and play. And Saturday I was feeling healthy enough to give it a go. So that's all that went into it.
Coach Pope said you were wearing a shoulder brace Saturday.
Yeah.
How tough is that to adjust to playing with one of those things on?
Yeah, it's a little tough, a little uncomfortable at first, but I've gotten used to it. The past couple of days before the game, so I was just out there just giving it my all.
What is the relief like getting through the game, seeing the final buzzer go, and no setbacks, no feeling as good as you were when the game tipped off?
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. It was really just good to be back on the court, playing, and I was able to practice and just be with the team. So just trying to continue to get better and win games. That's all.
Did you think about it at all? Fighting through screens and just kind of, was it something in the back of your mind?
Not during the game. My adrenaline was going. I was just had a winning mindset at that point.
Is there anything that it does affect, like, negatively? Anything specific? I know it's not your shooting shoulder, but you still use that arm, obviously. Is there anything in the realm of basketball where you feel it more or hurts more than others?
Not really. It's just the risk of it getting really getting a bad hit or something like that. But I'm really not thinking about it. I'm just out there playing, and hopefully it doesn't happen. But I'm just out there trying to be the best I can.
Is there a risk for kind of a long term? Pope talked a lot about just worried about setbacks, worrying about setbacks. Is there anything to worry about long term?
No, I think we got it good now. I think if I would have played, the other games, it could have been a setback. But I think now, it's healthy enough to where it will be good for the long term.
Did you learn any? I know you had to sit out for a couple games. And Colgate, but did you learn anything this time around watching the team, maybe seeing anything different about how this team has progressed?
You definitely see a lot while you're watching the game and not really in the fire. Film helps with that as well, but I think we just had to. I think the games that we lost, I think we just had to step it up defensively. I think we didn't have the edge that we usually play with. We just had to give a better effort. So I think it's also my job to come in and bring the energy and effort on that end, and I think offensively we'll be fine.
Have guys on this team told you that, or do you sense that your energy is kind of contagious, even without saying anything? That just having you out there, kind of people play differently?
No one's really said it, but I just go out there and just try to impact in any way. I know I can impact the game defensively, offensively. Getting through screens or diving for a loose ball. So I just go out there and play. I don't really think about it.
When you were at work, what were kind of the biggest issues you observed defensively those couple of games, the Arkansas Ole Miss, and then what was kind of the biggest thing Saturday that led to the effort you guys put together?
I just think we weren't given multiple efforts on plays. We'll guard for 15, 20 seconds well, and then we'll have like a breakdown in the last maybe 10 seconds. And sometimes feel like guys are a little too comfortable, running their offense and things like that. So we've talked about it. I think Kobe did a great job setting the tone last game, just being disruptive. He got a bunch of deflections and got his hands on a couple loose balls. So I think we just got to continue to follow his lead, and I feel like my energy as well is going to help with that.
With how much, I guess, commiserating was there with Kerr, who's obviously out, and it seems like he's going to be out a while longer? How much did you guys kind of talk on the side these past couple of weeks? Yeah,
we talked a lot. Just talked about just the energy that I need to bring when I get back, or when he gets back. Just talking about how we need to lead while we're not on the court. Just talk to guys. So I think Kerr's spirits are great, and he always brings a lot of energy for us. So I was trying to match his energy while I was out playing.
How difficult is that to match Kirk Crease's energy?
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough to do. Every day he has something new.
Are you hopeful that he will be able to return at some point this year?
Oh yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, I know he's been rehabbing great, so he's just trying to get back healthy and get out there and play.
I know you don't want to dwell on things, but how much does it kind of suck that, I mean, you guys came in together, a very, that dynamic at the point guard spot, really looking forward to playing, not necessarily at the same time together, but bringing kind of different looks, and there just hasn't been an opportunity to do much of that this season.
Yeah, I mean, Kerr brought, a lot of greatness to our team. One is just energy on the court was infectious to everybody, and then, he's a great playmaker. He's out there, keeping our pace up, making great passes, making great plays for everybody, and a great shooter. So, we definitely miss his talents on the court. But, like I said, it's a next man up mentality, and I think we've been having that all year. So we got to continue to be great.
Yeah, what do you see from Travis? Actually, just kind of going back to when Kurt got hurt, and Travis has talked about getting to practice a lot more against you one-on-one. What did you see from there, and maybe how he improved over this week?
Yeah, I just think he's been getting a lot more comfortable. I mean, I think it's tough to go from, freshman not playing to now you're playing in big minutes and big games. So I just think he's been getting a lot more comfortable, throughout the games, hitting big-time shots. He's guarding his butt off now, fighting through screens and things like that. So, I think practice was just, I was just trying to get him ready for these moments, and I think he's been doing a great job.
Probably answered this, that you didn't get to play against Tennessee last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you to get a shot in this rivalry game?
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I mean, I know it's a big rivalry between Kentucky and Tennessee. Last game we got them at their place, so we got to protect home court this time, and my job is to go out there and win.
SEC games are tough enough, right? And now you got a team coming in here that kind of probably wants a little payback.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. I mean, as they should want revenge, but our job is to protect home court, win the game at all costs.
What's your version of the scout, watching it from the sideline the first time around and now being a part of it this time?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did a great job executing our game plan. We hit a bunch of shots. I think Kobe was perfect that game, so just trying to continue to move the ball on offense, cut hard. Defensively, they're a great offensive rebounding team, so making sure they only limited to one shot and hitting every time. So I think that's going to be big for us.
Trent gave you big minutes there too.
Yeah. Trent's been doing great all year. Every time he's gotten in, every time he's playing, he rebounds well. His energy is there. He's diving after loose balls, hitting big shots. So he's just getting more comfortable as the time goes on.
What do you think about Mountain Mamba?
Mountain Mamba? That's just one of the nicknames he's going to get. I'm pretty sure he'll get a bunch, as his time comes out.
Lamont, I'm sure you've heard this stat by now, but how impressed are you that Tate gets scored at least 10 in every game given the level of competition?
Yeah, no, that's amazing. He just wills buckets. You'll see, maybe he'll be at 2 points and then he just go on a 10-0 run by himself. So he's been doing a great job, being really consistent for us all year. So I'm really not surprised to see the work that he puts in every day, and then just the energy and effort he plays with every game. So. Definitely excited for him. Hopefully we can keep it going all year.
What do you think the biggest difference was defensively, aside from maybe you playing on Saturday, compared to maybe some of the other more recent games?
Yeah, I think we impacted the ball a little more. We were able to climb into guys, make them not as comfortable. I think the team were comfortable running their offense, and now they're going into other actions that they had to get to in the clock and things like that. And then we just got a bunch of deflections, and I think just our overall energy and effort was better than the previous games that we played.
Your teammates said that your energy is contagious and kind of bled into everybody else in the team. Why do you think that is?
I mean, I don't know. I just give them all, especially on the defensive side. I think I have a really unique gift on that side. So I think me having that energy, I think everyone else just kind of feeds off it. They are able to. I think just takes a lot of pressure off them on that end. Instead of guarding for maybe 20 seconds in the clock, now they only have to guard for 15 or 10. I think it just helps the team collectively.
How do you think your teammates did well, with you being out, whether it be that 7-foot point guard or Jackson Robinson bringing the ball up?
Man, they did a great job. It's just been a next man up mentality. We were able to trust on everybody on the court, even our bench guys who came in. I just think everyone's just been playing well. A lot of energy, and a lot of great efforts that we had. We lost a couple, but it's ups and downs in basketball and on every team. So I think we doing a great job of moving on to the next game and just trying to be better and be great.
If you're an opponent, how tough is it to scout you guys when you've got Amari like ball handling, you got BG like stepping out and hitting threes?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of talent on this team, and especially offensively. I mean, the plays that Coach Pope runs, and just how hard we cut and the pace that we move with, it definitely can be difficult to guard sometimes. So we just got to continue to execute and be great on that side.
I wasn't here earlier. How are you feeling after a day? Just being back out there.
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. Feeling good enough to go for tomorrow. So that's all I can ask for right now.
This is your first opponent that you're playing twice for the first time. How much you watching last game's film, or are you kind of just taking it as something new?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely watched last game's film to piggyback off of. But they went on a winning streak ever since that. So we know they're gonna come with a lot of energy and effort. So we got to protect home court and try to win that game.
Colin stepped up when you were out defensively, especially. Just what have you seen from him and how much he's grown?
I mean, he's been really good. His physicality on defense. He's been using his chest a lot. Climbing into guys, fighting through screens. So definitely proud of his effort on the defensive end. And as the year goes on, he'll get more reps and more time on the court.
I know you watched Kendrick Lamar last night, right?
Yeah, for sure. He killed it, man. Turn the TV off.
You didn't play the last game, but Zakai Ziegler is a pretty similar player to you, pesky defender. Guys don't like playing against him in the SEC these last couple of years. What do you like about his game? What did you see from him last game, and how excited are you to play him and the rest of Tennessee?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good guard. He's one of, I think, all-time steals leader for Tennessee. Great playmaker. He's been really good for them all year. I think the game we played him, we kind of were able to control him a little bit, but he still got off his game because how good of a player he is. So this game we're going to try to control him, limit him a little bit more. So I mean, we're going to go out there and play hard. So we just got to win. I mean, they have a great team, so we got to figure them out and come out with a win.